back and forth a lot. So I want you to take a look at some of this data. Now, this is not our data. I wanted it to be our data, but again, I don't have all of our data together yet. Stacy in this class? Yes, okay. You haven't done that either yet, but I don't think, okay, because I had a 0 for you. So if you go back to Canvas, if you look on Canvas, I sent you a message, please try to do that survey. Javion, you too, okay? Sean, I need your eyes and ears up here, please. So if I click on this, this is going to take us to not this year's data, but this is last year's data, okay? Last year's data, all right? So take a look at some of this data, and as you recall, there are 40 questions, so there is a lot going on here. Just kind of look at it, maybe what do you think about it, what do you wonder about it, okay? Well, I take some attendance very quickly. What do you wonder about it? Is there anything that you think about it? All right. Jemiah, take a look at the data, please.
What page are we?
12.
I asked her.
Yes.
Where exactly?
That's pretty important.
Exactly.
Mine too. This mess. What's wrong?
All right, Damari, anything that you wonder about this data from last year? What's the average height? How can I figure that out? So here's heights. This is in centimeters. Remember, this is all in metric because this is an international survey. Right, Rachel? Eyes up here, please. How could I find the average height? What would I do first? Guys, put the phones down. Come on. What could I do? Okay, I could do that, and I do have a calculator here, but I don't know that that's very easy to do with this calculator. But you're right, I absolutely could. What else could I do if I wanted to find the average height of all of these people in the class? What? Did you say anything? What if I did a graph? Now, again, look up here. This is what you are going to be doing with this software easy for me to say, program called Kodak. I need for you to be bringing your Chromebooks from here on out, okay, for this chapter. So if you didn't bring them today, start bringing them tomorrow because you're going to be doing this yourself in real time. So I'm going to press graph, okay? And we said, Damari, you said heights, right? Okay, so I'm going to take this variable of height, and I am going to, oh, of course, I lost it. I think it went behind. This is what gets a little bit crazy. So I'm just going to add another graph, and that one went behind also. See, there it is. So let's see if I can shrink this over a little. Bring this over here. I don't want the whole thing, I just want this. Okay. So that minimized it. Come on. All right. So height. Is my height still over here? And height. Here it is. I am going to take this. I am going to drag it. Hopefully it's still with me. No, it's not. Height. Ah, there it is. And I am going to drag it over to this. Oh, there it went. Oh, importance of saving energy. Somehow it did the wrong one. All right, let's get rid of that. Hello. Temperamental thing. Actually, this is another way you can bring up these variables, I believe. If you touch this, it will bring all of them up. I'm going to hit height so I don't have to drag it. Okay? So this is the heights in centimeters of all the students that were in my class last year. Okay? If you touch over on the right-hand side, which I don't have a lot of room, it's going to give you, come on. It's supposed to give you some other things to look at. And we could find the average. Oh well. Okay, well, if I can't show you that, I can pick particular heights. Okay, the height of this person, the height of this person. Don't know why. Oh, let's see if that works. No? There should be a little ruler over here, and it would say average. It might say median and all those other things. That would be under the ruler because those are measurements. Okay? Unfortunately, it's not popping up right now. Okay? Now, this was my class data. Okay? 20 cases. So I had 20 different individuals. Those are all the questions that most of you have already answered. Now, I could also go to this. This is another piece of data. This is a individual sample with 193 cases. This is still in the United States. See if I can pull these down. So about this data set. This data set was taken from the census at school. Random sampler includes a sample of 193 U.S. students in grades 6 through 12 who completed the survey in 2019. The data has been cleaned up, just like I'm going to have to clean up some of your data, okay? If it was incomplete or if it was inconsistent, then that data was taken out, all right? So let's take a look at this. Okay. Identify all the variables in the data set. Determine if they are numerical or categorical. See if I can pull this down. So we're not going to look at every one of them, but these are the variables at the top. Okay. Travel time to school, the number of minutes it takes someone to get to school. Is that categorical or is that numerical? Numerical, because it has numbers. We also call that quantitative, all right? Okay. Favorite physical activity? Oh, trying to move this up. About this. Favorite physical activity? Soccer, swimming, dancing. Is that categorical or numerical?
Categorical.
Categorical, because it ends in a word. That's a category. All right. What are some questions that can be asked of this data? Ooh. Am I making you seasick? I know. That's how I feel. What can be asked of this data? Well, what could we find from just a single numerical piece of data? You said one of them already, Damari. What did you say? The height. Let's see if we can do, let's maybe not do height. Let's do something that's right in here. Okay? Let's look at
reaction time.
Reaction time. Okay? So again, I pressed graph. This is what you're going to do when you bring your Chromebooks in. Rachel, Colton, eyes up here. Shemaya, eyes up here, please. Okay? So you just press graph. That's going to give you a graph, and then you have to drag. Most of the time, you would drag one of these variables down to either the X or Y axis. Okay? I'm going to see if we can get to height. Just because he brought it up earlier. So here's height. You're going to take height and you are going to drag it over down here. And you have to wait until this bar is yellow. Why is it not yellow? Come on. I know why, because it's behind. So I'm going to hit here. It says you can click here or you can drag. On your computers, it'll probably be a little bit easier. But I'm going to click here, and it's going to give me the whole list again. I'm going to hit height. So there's the heights of all of these 193 people. Do you see how quickly that does it? Okay? I don't think you understand how powerful this program is. I know you don't. And you won't even think it's that great when we're working with it. But it is pretty amazing. So I was talking to you. See those little categories over there? The ruler, you want to know what's the average height? Let's see if we can do that. Which of these is the average? Is it the count? Would that give me the average? Show measure levels, measures of center. Mean? Is that the average? Median, is that the average? Which one is the average? Median? No, median is the middle. Remember, median has M and a D. Middle has an M and a D. Mean, yes. So if I click mean, it shows it right there. Is it obvious? Can you see what that is? No. So you click on show the measure label. Rachel, you need to be watching this. So right there, instead of taking a calculator and adding them all up and dividing by 193, this gives that to you so quickly. Okay? What if we want to know the median? Median, we said, is the middle. Where does it look like half the data is going to be to the right and to the left? Do you think the median is going to be higher than the mean or a little lower than mean? Just looking at all those dots. Do you think the middle is higher or lower than this mean? How many say lower? How many say higher? Okay, more say higher. Let's take a look. It is a little bit lower. Good for you, Damari. Because you had a lot more dots over to the left. So that's pulling it that way. Okay? Measures of spread. We're going to be talking about standard deviation right here. Right there is the majority of your data. That is 66% of all of those dots. 66%. That is one standard deviation to the left and to the right of your mean. Okay? So this is all that we can do. We can, what else can we do here? Instead of putting them all as points, we can group them into bins. Whoa. That just messed up everything. And I just lost it. Here it is.
Just eat whatever they give you.
I don't know. I'm picky, but
You're picky.
Okay. Well, it's not working, so that means it's time to go on, right?
I could tell you
Okay.
eat them tacos.
What that
Alright,
Like, that's what
let's
they
see if I
thought?
can get this going.
Chicken.
Okay, so let's go to page
But I am
12
picking
in your notebooks. Let's talk about standard deviation. Anybody know what standard deviation is? We did talk about it once already. Okay. On page 12, the definition up at the top. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a lot of rude people that are talking right now. So, standard deviation is the measure, this is on page 12 of your workbook, the measure of how spread out, I'm sorry? Oh, great.